You went down there to the little, that thing, and you typed in hi or something, you went back and then the error. You're live. And then you have to hit the other little arrow. Hey, Trish. Hi, Rick. I think we've done it. Maybe. And the welcome in too. Oh, ready for my welcome in. Hey, David. Like, oh, the dog is sitting over there going, oh. So how is everyone? Hello, everybody. Hi, Christine. Tell us how you are this evening. Just one word. Are you excited, happy, sad, disgusted, upset? Oh, yay, look, she's coming through. Yes. We want to make sure that our scrolling is working. Yeah, really. That's why our scrolling wasn't working. It wasn't working, no. 2 weeks in a row, scrolling wasn't working. We are wonderful, Bertie. How are you? David says he's good. Yay, it's working. Thank you, David. Rick is excited. Yes. That is awesome. Shall I sneeze on her and see how freaked out she gets? I'm not getting freaked out. I tested negative. I didn't. I didn't test. You won't be testing for a couple of more weeks yet. So, Trish, I'm glad you're doing okay, but I wish you were doing awesome. If you see a lot of movement, it's because the table needs a matched book cover underneath it to keep it level. So, I'm doing my best to keep my feet on it so it doesn't rock back and forth. There's nothing wrong with the table. It's the floor. Believe me, it is. It's the floor. Well, there is that too. The house is kind of like doing one of these numbers. Hello, Ashley. You don't remember me. That's okay. Well, she only met me a couple times and she's itty bitty. Well, yeah, it's okay. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. If anybody has any questions, say, oh, good, Bertie. I'm glad you're excited. Thank you for sharing the video. If anybody has any questions they'd like to got some more pumpkin seeds. Ask. We'll do our best to answer them. If you have a loved one on the other side that you would like us to try and talk with, you're going to have to type in their name and type in when they died. Yes, David, I remember you. You had plenty of time, plenty of memories with Peter. I don't know the reason his family called him Peter. Just saying. Former boss, I'm assuming? No, former bossy person. Bossy person. Okay. You see, my boss is a nice person. I like her an awful lot. Play something else, Bertie says. Well, I only know. Do you know what he wants? She only knows the one song. I only know the one song on the pipe that I have memorized. Let's do it on my piccolo. See if I can drive it off nuts. It was the dog. Okay, Trish, I have you on the list for readings.
Okay, actually, that's Ziggy. That's the Ziggers.
So if anybody would like a reading rather than someone from the other side, let us know. Tell me you'd like a reading.
Yeah, hi, Ziggy. That's my monster dog. My youngest monster dog.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, David.
J.C. Combs, who died in 2015. You've been dreaming about him lately, Birdie.
How you doing that? You want me to play a tune on the piano?
I'm writing these things down. Her phone is messed up. Katina wants to know if there's anyone there for her. She is sitting beside me. You guys are learning quick. I won't read you unless you're sitting there. Katina.
My other two pups are on the floor, but they weigh 25 pounds and they're getting a little heavy for me to try to lift.
Yes, they are. So is J.C. Combs available for Birdie?
Hey. That's the baby. That's baby girl.
Okay, Katina, I have you on the list. What I heard, Birdie, was, of course, I'm always with her. Hang in there a second. Sweetie's coming next.
She's walking around town.
Oh, I've got the chair. Don't worry about it. That's our little sweetie
That's
girl.
the sweetie pie. She's the one that used to go to work with me, David. She's going to be 14 in October. Look out. Leave your sister alone now.
Are you getting anything from JC?
Oh, it's 5 days every day. She's lost from work. So who am I looking for?
JC Combs for Birdie.
I actually get him sitting there walking.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Would that make sense, Birdie?
It's like he feels like a quiet person. But he thinks so. So it's like, thank you, Birdie. It's almost as if he's absorbing energy to give to her. Does that make sense? So it's sort of like he's being a battery so that he can give her energy. That's why he's sitting like this, so he can absorb.
That could be. Yes, Sweetie is a chunky food little doggy. She goes, what, 25 pounds?
Well, right at 23, which is about average for a pug.
And that tussling you hear is the dogs playing.
Stop it now.
What? Playing rough.
Yeah, the 8-month-old loves to wrestle with the bigger ones because she knows the big ones can't get away from her.
I'm moving that.
You're
I'm sorry.
moving
I'm moving that. So I hope that makes sense to you, Birdie, that JC is with you, watching out for you. Yeah, he was mad at you. How can anybody be mad at you, Birdie? That's not possible. Jesus, my phone is not wanting
He
to
could
cooperate.
be doing that because you're doing something he doesn't approve of. It's like, because I get him like sitting there tapping his foot. It's like, really, you know better, really.
So I hope that makes sense to you.
Ziggy, would you stop?
So is there anyone here for Katina? Christine. I'm sure he does, Birdie. Katina. Hey Joyce, what I'm getting is, Katina, that you've been talking to them already. You already know who's there and who isn't there.
You just want confirmation.
You just want confirmation, and they're saying you don't need it. You already know that it isn't about confirmation. It is about knowing.
I'm not putting it down there because I need somebody chewing on that.
Really? You don't want your flute used as a dog
I
toy?
don't think it had that happened once before. I had to take it back and get the bird replaced on it.
Yeah. So, I'm not breaking out at anything. I was painting. Sorry. So that's what my hands
She
look like.
usually winds up with more paint on her than on her project.
Yes, but in this particular tip,
You didn't do this time.
I did. I didn't like paint half the room, considering I was doing acrylic pouring with a little mini leaf blower all over the
You
place.
still there, David?
So, Alfred, are you here for Trish?
Says he's always there for Trish.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of serious okay.
Back door's open. All they gotta do is
Yeah, no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm hearing like two different things.
We're here.
Yeah. Okay, Trish. Alfred is saying like you need to start picking up the pieces. It's like there's little puzzle pieces all over your floor, and you need to pick up the pieces. He says. Does that make sense to you? Are you hearing me now? Yeah. Okay.
Because he was helping you pick up the pieces before he died. He says that's why he did what he did. I don't know what it was, but he says that's why he did what he did. So that you could pick up the pieces once he was gone, because he knew that he couldn't help you, that you would not hear him. Because in our grief we do not hear him.
Bertie, I will go get my paintings before the day is out. Evening is out, and I'll show them because they really turned out nice. I think I did 8 of them in 2 days. I think one of them I painted over though. I'm not sure. Anyway, Trish, I hope that makes sense to you. Where Alfred is saying to pick up those pieces and start moving on. He says you're spending a little too much time. Yes, Christine, I have new artwork. He's
feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah, he's spending too much time feeling sorry for yourself and missing him. It's okay to miss him, but not. It's okay to miss him, but it is not okay to stop your life for him because he hasn't stopped, so neither should you.
She said that makes sense.
Good, I'm glad. Christine would like,
Oh, I guess I ouch.
I'm getting a foot bath
Well,
by 2 dogs at once.
well, she was stepping on mine. I'm licking yours.
Christine wants to know if her dad Walter is sane.
No, he's visiting somebody else. He says he popped in and says not tonight.
Yeah, so no, but I'm getting an image of a dark cloud over you.
What name and date passed, please, David?
I don't know what the dark cloud is, but it's hanging over the entire south side. And it's like you're in the middle of some kind of. Did you ever? Okay.
Hold on. David, we need his name and date that he passed away, please.
Christine, did you ever get through to that attorney and get them to get that paperwork for you? Because that's part of that dark cloud that's hanging over you. So nothing's going to be moving until you get that cleared up, sweetheart.
You put that over there to hobble her. He put that,
Really?
yeah. Intentionally or unintentionally, that he's done it to hobble her, to keep control of her.
Okay. I hope, Christine, that makes sense.
Billy, 2007.
For David. Christine, I hope that makes sense. He's working on it very slow, very, very slowly. Yeah, like you need to get a different attorney, sweetheart. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you do, because he's
because you're getting screwed. That's where your dark cloud is. You're getting screwed. Oh, it was your ex-husband. Is unconsciously, I think he is putting that dark cloud over you.
He's the one putting the cloud over her.
And so Walter is like, can't get through either. So there you go. You're welcome. If you want to know more, we're going to lunch next week. I've got a lot of social engagements next week. Have you noticed that?
No, what have you?
I haven't.
Nobody asked me out.
Who bought dinner the night?
You brought it in.
Yeah, but we would have eaten it there had you felt like going.
It's like, no.
Exactly. Anyway.
You know what it's like when you can't move.
Yes, I do know what it's like when you can't move. Brenda would like to talk with Stephen, and Stephen is going, no.
Stephen has said, if you've heard enough, stop asking me. It's like, you need to move on. It's like, you can't do anything about it. It's like, I'm going to go play with the baby a while.
Pretty much. I mean, I know that we sometimes. Sorry.
Yeah, she's moving again.
Maybe Christine. Yes. Let me get back to you on that. Brenda, I know you have unfinished business with Stephen, but he doesn't have unfinished business with you because he doesn't care anymore. He is like...
He's not in pain.
He's not in pain. He's not worried about anything. He just wants to move on. And
unfortunately, when you do this and keep on, what's wrong? Why haven't I found? Why it's like you're keeping them tethered here when they want to move on. It kind of pisses them off.
It can, very much so. And really what he's interested in more right now is the baby. Serenity Grace. I remembered her name. Woohoo! Aren't I good? So I hope that makes sense, Brenda. But literally, I'm hearing you need to make peace with yourself. It's not that Stephen doesn't love you, but it's not serving you for him to be hanging around. I hope that makes sense. So, if not, you can always, sorry. Back up. Yeah, the energy's got really, really strong and a little kind of chaotic in here this evening. So.
Oh, you got chaos right there.
I got chaos on the floor. Is Billy here for David? I'm not getting anything here.
David, was he in service? Okay, he was in service. Did he die in service? Because I'm getting...
Motorcycle. For some reason, I'm getting like burning sensation. No. Good, Brenda. I'm glad.
Was not in service. Did he ride motorcycle?
No, he's going 2 no's. So I'm assuming one was no, he wasn't in service, and no, he wasn't on a motorcycle. Trish, we'll get to that in a second. Okay.
I just, for some reason, I feel like I'm burning up. And I don't know if that's from a fire or from a fever. Being an empath sucks sometimes.
I am majorly fine. I don't want to be an empath anymore. I'm just sick of it. To be perfectly honest with you. Being an empath is not the same thing as being a psychic. And being an empath when you go shopping is not a good thing.
You know, you feel everybody's anger.
Yeah.
And it makes you angry by the time you get home.
And it makes you overspend, too. Okay. David, did Billy... Can you shed some light on how he died, please? Because Della's sensing one thing and I'm sensing something else, but they may well be related.
He's typing. I can feel him typing.
You can feel him typing. The typing psychic? He was sick.
That's
Oh,
just when I feel the heat, or I felt the heat here.
yeah.
So if you're young sometimes and you're literally, because I've known people that died in their sleep before and they said that their heart exploded. It's like, so actually, even though you die in your sleep, you actually wake up momentarily before you die. It's like, holy shit, and you're done.
From seizures. Okay. All right. Yeah, that kind of would make sense, David. I'm feeling, I was feeling sick and nauseous and kind of like, and
Yeah, but even if you have heart problem, you feel like that too.
well, yeah, that's true. So,
I just, even though it was seizures, it's like there's something else wrong with him besides seizures.
yeah.
I feel him being really hot. He may have been like coming up on with a fever or something before he decided to.
And then the seizure just made it worse, and that's what took him. So, what is an empath?
So, wait a minute. Do we have to finish work?
Trish
Like,
is the one that asked the next question.
no,
And
I'm just figuring out what
oh, you're still thinking about David. Okay. All right. While you do that, can I trust you with that?
no,
No.
because I'm going to need your help with him.
All right.
Because he's in here, I just don't know what he wants.
Billy, can you talk to us, please? Can you show us something?
He said he wasn't ready. He said he had a whole life planned for himself.
How old was he, David?
Yeah. Dog. Ow! Ow, my foot! Jesus.
Della and I are barefoot, so when the dog steps on us, it's a whole nother story.
It's like little needles all across my foot.
Ow, honey, don't chew on me. I'm not a dog toy.
He's wanting you to live the life that he couldn't. He says he had his life planned. It's like the two of you had your life
Stop.
planned. You knew where you're going and what you're going to do. As he didn't get that far. Ow, damn it.
What are you doing?
You're taking the hell out of me. Does that make any sense, David?
Yes. I love you too. Man, she's being needy tonight. Yes, you are.
It's all the people here.
Yeah, there are a lot of down. Foul beast, down.
See, it's 24.
Which would explain why he wasn't ready to go.
Yeah.
But he didn't go willingly, he just didn't have any choice.
Because he had plans. I imagine that he had plans to be somewhere the next day.
Ow!
And he was really more or less pissed
Stop.
off because he wasn't able to go because he was
Stop.
looking forward to whatever it was.
And he was going to college. That's sad.
So he had his life planned and couldn't do anything.
Yep.
So he's still a little bit irritated.
That falls under the oops they are.
Yeah.
Best laid plans.
So he comes to visit you, David, because you got to finish. It's like you got the life that he wanted, the life that he planned. So he's sort of like living vicariously watching you. He felt like you were friends, but he felt like you were more like long lost brothers.
Brothers from another life.
Brothers with another mother.
That's what we are, sisters from another life.
Mm-hmm. Now leave Sweetie alone. Don't start irritating her. Don't give me that look.
She got me with her teeth. Not on purpose, but. Okay, so to answer your question, Bertie, about an empath is someone who picks up on other people's feelings and emotions. And for instance, when we're going to the grocery store, is one of those places where people are always in need. So we pick up a lot of anger and a lot of neediness.
Frustration.
And frustration.
They don't have something they want. Especially during these last few months. It's like, oh my God.
And so, yeah, really. The other day when we were out shopping, I overspent on something I shouldn't have bought. I felt compelled to do it. I don't know why. I was picking up on somebody's energies that they just had to have something. It's the table. They had to have something, and I picked up on that energy. It was only like $7. So it's not the world's greatest problem in the world. But when I got home, I'm like, why did I do that? I was picking up on someone else's emotions of gotta have it. So I bought it.
And for some reason, the worst place is the HEB refrigerator section, the freezer section.
That one, is it the 3009 one where I always get followed? Someone in an HEB, which is a grocery store, follows me from the time I go in to the time I go out. And in the freezer section,
there's always an angry man.
There's always an angry man, and he makes me angry. I don't like going in there because I feel like I want to
I always
smack somebody.
I like to keep the freezer section for last one. Don't get out.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I know what I want. Go look for it. Get out of there.
Well, it was built on sacred ground too.
Oh yeah.
So you're welcome, Bertie. Okay. I don't know what time it is. Home time. While she reads her latest masterpiece, honey.
It's moving around.
I'm gonna go get my paintings. Bye.
I am a patchwork person. I have a patchwork cat and a patchwork dog that sits on my lap, keeping me happy and calm every day, knowing my cheerfulness will not stay, helping me through the loneliness I feel. They've each got a place, my heart they did steal. I don't walk alone down through life every day. I have my fur babies. My life is okay. And there goes all my fur babies. And then I wrote this one because if any of you older people like me know what a sand buggy is. Riding in an old sand buggy with hair whipping in the wind, sun burning my shoulders, sand kissing my skin. Will it be the ocean or a river by the glade? Where we ride is where we wish we had stayed. Waves brushing my feet, fish nibbling my hand. Nature is my perfect relaxant. Sea, sky, and land. And she got lost. All she had to do was pick up the paintings and come back, but no, she had to go get lost. So, anybody else have questions? Oh, look out. Here she
I gotta
comes.
go around the other side.
Now she gotta come around the other side. Oh, the dogs are chasing her. Yep, there she went. Saw you go by. Oh, thank you. If you want to look at some of my my newest versions of stuff that I've made of some of my paintings, you can go to Redbubble, REDBUBBLE.com, and type in on the search for D.F. Williamson, and search for stuff. Brings up
your store. When you search
brings up
specifically for D.F. Williamson, it'll bring up her store and all the really cool stuff she's got. If you search on Edith Stanley, you get all my cool stuff. So, but on Redbubble, remember that.
It's on Redbubble.
This is one of the ones I did. This is one of the ones I did. This would be Saturday, Sunday. It's got lots of glitter on it. I don't know if you can tell. This one I'm not too fond of, but it's better than some of the ones I've done. I don't like this one at all, although it's already on Redbubble as a skirt. This comes the last 4 that I did. They look way better in person. This was a canvas that I already had something on it. Wow, okay. That already had something on it that I just simply decided to redo because I didn't like it. And again with the glitter. Then we have this one, which was one of those canvases that had something on it that I didn't like. So is this one, only this one turned out way better. Notice all the glitter. Life is not fun unless you put glitter on it. So that's what I've been doing. Now these were practice for a class that I was teaching next week, which now is canceled because of COVID-19. Now the class I'm supposed to be teaching on dot mandalas. I'm hoping that one gets canceled because I don't like doing dot mandalas. I'm not really good at them. Period.
I'm going to show my angels before you put them.
On the chair over here.
Got that chair over there.
Ah! Dog!
Tripping hazard.
The dog is trying to kill me. So I'm not the only artist in the house.
These are the, this is a, these go together, usually. This is number 1. I was looking here before I go over there. It's number 2, and 3, and 4. So they all go together. Oh, don't do that.
The hard one's back. Okay, so now that we've done show and tell and totally bored you guys with our stuff.
I misplaced my all you got.
Oh, the watch. Thank you for watching our show and tell and poetry and all that. What is with this table?
Well, you know, I got cracks in the driveway and cracks in the floor in there. I could tell because all my tiles cracking. So it's probably settling the wrong direction.
Probably, but I mean, I'm getting it. Yes, Rick, we're going to bring our cards with us tomorrow. And thank you, Christine.
Okay, who wants a mini reading? Say aye if you want a mini reading.
Okay. So mini readings. We're starting out. The only people I have on the list for mini readings so far are Trish, Katina, and Rick. So if you want a mini reading, say me. Never bored with it. Thank you, Christine. Okay, Trish, I got you on the list. As a matter of fact, this is your reading. So we have the first one for Trish is the King of Coins or the King of Pentacles. Then we have the Eight of.
What's the King?
What is that? Okay,
Eight of Wands.
You're right. This is the Eight of Wands. I forgot to let Mary Pat know we were coming in live. Oh, crap. Sorry, Mary Pat. I know you're not here. The King of King of Pentacles, Trish.
Oh, mine is a terrible thing to waste.
It is. See what happens when you do show and tell? The King of Pentacles is all about mastery of your world spiritually and your financial wealth. It's not something you don't need to worry about it, because you have the Eight of Wands, which means you have resources coming in that you didn't even know you had. You have energy and ideas and abundance of all kinds. And then, Trish, this one is the Nine of Cups, which is someone who has done very much with their life. They have lots to be happy for. They have lots to... They have a lot that they've accomplished, but it's not over. There's more to do.
And this is saying that you are jumping over the hurdles that you have put in place for yourself. Which is what? What's his name?
Alfred?
Alfred wants you to do.
She had a brain fart, Trish.
I did, just like, he's wanting you to jump over the hurdles you put in place for yourself, because the hurdles you put in there, and you have everything available to you that you need to jump those hurdles. Because the spirits are telling you, all the spirits that are around you are pushing you to do better with your life, to do better with yourself, to go out and enjoy life. And you're not listening.
I know it's hard to enjoy life when the love of your life is gone, but
we have to muddle on.
We muddle on, we pretend, we act, and then it becomes real. Because
you're still going to miss them no matter what.
Oh, yeah, always.
That never goes away.
My mom died in, 2009, and I was crying over her the other day. As Della well knows, she was like, oh, shut up. She's right here next to you. Don't cry. Okay, so, Katina, this one is for you. You have strength, sweetheart. You have more strength than you realize. You have, that strength comes from listening to spirit. That strength comes from receiving them. Look, I have a basket on the top of my head. It's a lamp. Can you see? Katina, you have a wellspring of strength, comes from spirit. And while you are living your life, don't forget to go after, see, this is the Knight of Swords. Don't forget to go after what it is you want, because no one's going to bring it to you. You're welcome, Trish. I hope that makes sense.
This is little cats. Which means take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. And taking care of yourself also means taking care of your spiritual. Why you minus 7 years? Take care of your spiritual life as well as your bodily life. Because if you, happiness is waiting for you, but you're blocking it. It's like you're sitting there, it's like, I don't want happy, I want to be miserable. Well, you know.
Careful what you ask for.
If your happiness is being miserable, go for it. Because like they're saying, you don't need to do that. Because happiness is waiting for you. Just allow it. Okay. What are you doing?
She is licking my toes.
Oh. Next.
The next one is for Rick. Rick. Uh-oh. Change. This is the Tower. It's quick and sudden change. You can't. It's a destiny card. You can't avoid it. Change is happening all the time regardless. However, this is something a little above and beyond the norm. I'll get to that in a second, Trish. So, Rick, your second card is the Hermit, which is the man. This is also a destiny card. This is a person who needs to shine their light. They need to come out of the darkness. You need to start being more of a leader than a follower and showing people the way. Your third one from the Tarot is the Seven of Coins, which is about patience and understanding. No, not understanding. It's about patience. You can't, it's like a farmer doesn't plant the seeds and the stuff starts to grow immediately. This is the stuff you've set in motion that you're waiting for the harvest. You're waiting
You sowed it, now you gotta wait for it.
But in the meantime, you know that this change is coming, and you know you need to be that beacon of light for other people while you're waiting.
Okay, this says that if there's quick change coming your direction, within a couple months you're gonna see something different all of a sudden going to change for you. It doesn't have to be bad, it's just a quick change, something that you did not expect. But it's going to take you down a path where you leave all the old crap behind, stuff that does not serve you anymore. You see the little guy, it looks like he's a thief. He's not a thief, he's leaving all the old crap behind because he doesn't need it anymore. So leave all the old crap that does not serve you because new beginnings are on the horizon. And it's going to be what the quick changes are bringing new beginnings. So whatever the quick changes are, don't look for them, but expect them.
And don't be surprised when they get here.
Because they'll be, oh shit, yeah, they told me about that. So let us know what it is.
This next one is for Birdie. I don't have anyone else on my list for readings after Birdie. So if you've asked for a reading, it's because I haven't seen it in the feed.
David, do you want one? If you want a reading, tell me.
So yeah, just say me in the comment section and we'll get to you. So Birdie, this is about having your hands tied. It's about having yourself blindfolded. It's about the unwillingness to put down your emotions and look at life a little more objectively. Except for you, Trish, we got that. Oh, okie dokie, Christine. So your second one, Birdie, is the Chariot, which is a destiny card. This is about partnering with Spirit. You can't lose if you partner with Spirit. That's not a problem. So in many ways, if you just partner with Spirit, you wouldn't have this. So this is still about choices. This is about choices. The choice to stay bound by our junk, or the choice to move on.
Rick, we're going to leave here about 10 o'clock tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Then we have the 8, for you, Birdie, sorry, forgot where I was here for a second, the 8 of Cups, which is about turning your back on the things and the people that don't serve you and moving towards a higher purpose. I hope that makes sense. Sure, David changed his mind.
Okay. Birdie, this is being in agreement with your higher self and your spirits that you want to move on. You want to move on and leave all the old crap behind. And your spirits are saying, yes, we know it's a scary thing to do, but they're wanting you to be in agreement and know that they will have your back. It's like, don't be afraid, we will be right here. That's like, you're not going to fall because there's no catching involved. But they need you to be in agreement that you want them to help. It's almost like they know you need their help. They want you to say, would you help me?
Exactly. They want to be needed.
And sometimes they actually need you to verbalize it. Just thinking it or just praying it. It's like you need to verbalize it because they're not supposed to read your mind. They can, but they're not supposed to.
Yeah, pretty much. And but they need you to realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one is for Christine. Christine, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Strength. And you have time and patience and refining.
Okay, you going to tell her what that means?
She knows.
Well,
she damn well knows.
Not everybody else does. It's like you pull those so everybody else knows what the
Wheel of Fortune. Things go up, they go down. This is about cycles. You have good, you have bad. You have good, you have bad. Generally, it means things are moving in a better direction. Strength. Strength. Usually strength from on high, or that nice wellspring of strength within you, because you need patience. You need to get things moving. You need to set fire to someone's feet.
Okay. This is saying that there's all brand new things going to happen to you. The house represents where your soul sits, so the house also represents you. So there's good things happening all around you, and new beginnings are on the horizon. But you need to be patient with yourself because it's not going to be, oh shit, there it is. It's going to be slow and steady, and there it is. And one day you wake up and it's like, oh, look, it changed. That make sense?
Makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you, Christine? Hopefully it does. Okay, this next one is for David, who's on Della's phone. Yay! David, you have the seven of, felt like three of them there for a second. The seven of wands, which is about standing your ground. You're right. So don't let other people convince you you're not right. Stand your ground. This is the five of wands. Isn't that interesting? Okay. The five of wands, which is about group projects. It's about working together to accomplish a common goal. Ooh. David, do you still work?
Yes, he does.
The reason I'm asking is because every time you say Fort Sam, I think of the cemetery. I know there's more than that. So your last card from me, David, is the three of coins, which is the mastery card. This is having worked and achieved. And I'm saying that there's probably some conflict at work, but you need to stand your ground because you are right, and you will get to this. Sooner or later, they're going to go, oh, he was right about that.
Yeah, they figured that out. I want to quit.
All right, your turn. What do the cards say for David, for you?
This is saying you're sitting on the fence because, well, you're sitting on the fence because you feel like you have to balance yourself between who's right and who's wrong. And I know how that goes, David. It's like, yeah, okay. So you have to do what's expected of you, even if it's wrong. So it's a balancing act. But be patient with the people around you because eventually they will understand that the work don't get done unless you're involved in it. And this is all about work. You know that.
Mm-hmm. So I hope that makes sense for you, David. Is there anyone, sorry, I didn't mean for my voice to crack. Is there anyone else who wants a reading? Oh, Trish had asked if we see her moving to another country.
No. I don't.
I don't either. You're
going to be visiting, but not for a while.
Traveling, but not staying permanently.
I see you're going back down south for a while. Do I know my David or what?
Trish, I'm thinking, you know what? I think you would benefit from a trip to, that is my phone. Okay, there we are. I'm back without Della's phone in the picture. Trish, you would be benefiting if you went to a Scandinavian country. I see you in Iceland, Finland, Sweden. Greenland. Any other ones?
Ooh, Greenland would be pretty this time of year.
Yes, it would. So I see.
It's very spiritual there.
It is. And if you go to Iceland, you get all those hot springs and stuff. So Trish, make a trip to some Scandinavian country of your choice. I think you would benefit from that. It would be more like a spiritual journey.
Yeah, start planning. Don't do it right away. I say don't do it until the beginning of next year.
Yeah, because we know Norway. Thank you, Christine. We know that there's another wave of COVID-19 coming. It's just a question of when they're going to lock us down. Africa, really? You wouldn't do, okay. From my perspective, Trish, from what I'm seeing, you wouldn't do well in an extended stay in Africa because your heart's too big.
She actually has quite a bit of impact in her, and I think it would hurt her in the long run.
Yeah. And
because you can't do what you do, Trish, without being an empath.
No, not at all. And Trish, it would be, I'm seeing, like, people from, if you went to, now that's not to say you can't go on a 2-week trip, but not an extended stay. Because I see them pulling at you and you feeling sorry for people and you feeling happy for people and you don't know which direction to turn. And I see that kind of like emotionally you'd be torn apart. Although Ghana is not like a third world country exactly. All of Africa has their share. Well,
Ziggy.
All countries have their share of third world stuff, including the United States. So just be careful where you go.
Somebody just told me in my ear, it could have been Alfred. It's like, don't go alone.
Yeah, don't go alone. Don't travel alone, sweetheart. At our age, first off, and secondly, you need protection when you go. So take a
cohort in crime.
Cohort and just don't run off by yourself.
Take a bodyguard.
Take a bodyguard.
Take a bodyguard.
I thought I was your comfort human.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I'm the comfort human, sometimes I'm the
bulldog.
bulldog.
Yeah, when you go to the doctor, you're my bulldog.
Yeah. It's because I'm relentless when it comes to the doctors and making them answer questions. Okay, does anybody have anything else? Because I have no idea what time it is. I'm moving the table again. There we go.
I'm not even touching it.
I know. I'm trying to keep it steady so that it doesn't bounce up and down. Oh, good, Trish.
Only one?
No, knowing Trish, she's got like millions of friends.
It's like, who do I take? Let me think.
Exactly.
Put them in a hat and pick one out.
They're still trying to get those
pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds. And I thought I had the pumpkin seeds out of the dog bed, but I turned it upside down and shook it and everything.
Oh, they find a way.
Okay, so I'm hoping we got everybody and all your questions answered. If you did not, now is the time to type it in.
Any questions, David?
Trish, you probably make friends quite easy. A male friend. Yep. Good idea.
Yes,
Yes.
That's what I got.
That's what I did too, but I wasn't going to say anything. Just in case.
Well, it's... Because if you got a male friend, they don't know if you're together or not.
Exactly.
So
and they're less likely to mess with you.
Yeah. So when I was in Korea, the guys always took me with them to the bar because the yobos never knew who I was with. Oh, with any of them, I was just along for the ride.
Yeah, because people were buying you drinks. That's why you were there.
No. No, not that crap. I only drank Coke when I was in Korea. That's the shit they got over there. Like, or watch your innards.
I can think of some stuff we've drunk that will rot our innards here.
Thank you, David.
We appreciate the positive feedback. Should he come here?
Well, if you want to get to know each other's likes and dislikes or whatnot, yeah, it'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, because you're gonna, if you travel together, you're gonna have to hang out together, so you're gonna have to know how each other works.
Trish, you need to be really, really, really careful with that.
Somebody could take advantage of her in a heartbeat.
Trish, this is a word of warning that if he can come here without you paying any money, that would be awesome. If he can't, never mind. Go to Holland or the land of tulips. You'd be safer there on your own. So, quiet time again. The dogs have even calmed down. Thank you guys so much for listening to poems, looking at paintings.
You know what? The dog's quiet now.
Because we're winding down.
Not because everybody's leaving now.
Is everybody? Well, yes, actually, because it got cooler in here too. We appreciate you showing up for us, for being here for us. We appreciate very much your feedback, because we couldn't do this without you, because we do it for you, and just because. No, Trish, absolutely not. No.
No, you don't need one of those tubes.
Yes, Trish.
Yes, Trish, you're being used.
Pizza dog.
Well, you know what Pete can do with himself too, don't you? I notice that he keeps chasing people away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's the most important man in that office. In his own mind.
Mm-hmm. Trish, if you need to talk, please give either Della or myself a call. Please, before you do anything, before you make any decisions, give us a call. But go to, did I say the Netherlands? Scandinavian country.
Land of tulips.
The land of tulips, Holland. Thank you, Bertie. We will see. We've overrun our stay, I think. We love you all very much. We appreciate you more than we could possibly say. We will see you same time next week, unless you hear from us.
Same bat time.
Same bat channel. Some of you will hear from us sooner. Love you all very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.